Hi everybody, I'm back. It's me, it's Lily. It's been a week since we last saw each other. I was working on some mix art. Still got that in the works. I'm not sure if we're gonna get to that today. Um, there, there goes typical smile. Set up the bomb. I had a really good week. I really enjoyed Monday's game stream, working on a lot of stuff for you guys on the new VOD channel. It's just peachy_lily. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Every little bit helps. I'm adding thumbnails on everything finally. Got new stuff coming up, and then from now on, all of those will be up as soon as I literally have a few seconds to put them up. Followers, subscribers, Discord members obviously get to see things a little bit earlier before they go live. Got water. Please make sure to hydrate. We do not get nearly enough water. That's going to be a practice what I don't preach kind of a thing. I will tell you to drink water 10 times more often than I will actually do it. But we are working on Sleepykoh's puppet today. You guys know that I've worked on Inochi Creator for a few months now, and I went through most of my puppet kind of just guessing and going on vibes and very loose tutorials piece by piece. But I had done, like, I knew how to do all the setup work, and I had done all of that fairly well. I don't think I made any mistakes in that because it's pretty straightforward. But I really ended up needing to go back and rework mouth stuff and eye stuff, particularly because I didn't understand the way that puppet string works. I'm not going to get into all the jargon and stuff here because I know nobody's going to know what I'm talking about, but for layman's speak sake, I guess I'll just say the puzzle pieces sort of needed to be in a certain shape, and I made them in a different shape, and it doesn't work one-to-one the way that it should. So that's one reason why my puppet actually doesn't have as much facial movement right now as she will in the future. Although I don't hate it. I actually, I kind of think that her being a little more flat in the face fits me, but I want her head to roll because it's not as expressive as I am. So there's things I'm going to add. But right now with Sleepykoh, we've started adding like the very actual, they're called oh my gosh, why am I tongue-tied trying to explain this? There's a website called miniface.org. Here, I'll show you. I've got it hooked up on here. Where you can actually look up the specific parameters that you have to do. And essentially, these are the muscle movements. Where's the... Hold on. Oh my gosh. YouTube, here. These are the muscle movements. This is an example called mouth roll. I'm not going to be doing this one today. The first one we're going to be doing is mouth frown left. You can see over here on the left. I'll show you real quick. Oh wait, hold on. Didn't actually include it. Whatever, I'll just pick it. Mouth frown left. So this is a muscle that only pulls down the mouth in a frown. But let me show you an example of how tricky this can be. Mouth frown left does that, and mouth stretch left does this. So you see how it's like similar, but it's not the same thing. One is for frowning and one is for doing the like mouth, like, I don't know, chief face. It's hard to explain, but they're different muscles and we use them for different facial expressions. There are facial expression, or sorry, muscles, not muscle, blend shapes is what they're called. There are blend shapes in this that are not really going to be all that useful. Hi Sleepykoh, glad you could make it since we're working on you today. I'm just explaining some of these things that I've learned about the blend shapes. So basically you can come up with your own mouth movements based on like your intuition, right? Like we know that we smile, we frown, we open our mouths, we close our mouths, move them to the left, move them to the right. You could set that up on your own in Creator, and you could probably get a pretty passable puppet with puppet string hooked up to it. But puppet string has specific blend shapes it's looking for, and if you give it the exact blend shapes it's looking for based on these guides and call them that, it'll be a lot easier to hook it up to exactly what it wants, and therefore it will read your face better. This is something I didn't really like. I didn't know how to put two and two together about. Obviously, if you're using a really cartoony or anime style puppet like we are, things like jaw forward, where it would be such an imperceptible movement that it's not even really worth doing, here, like this, we're not going to use this. This is not something that me or Sleepykoh are really going to need in our puppets, right? So I don't have to program this in my model, and I don't have to hook it up in puppet string. But things like jaw open, that's a very basic, obvious one that's going to be really easy to understand how it gets used. So that was something that we have, and I can actually show you where her... Do I have it hooked up yet? No, I can't show you because I don't have it hooked up yet because we're still working on the fine details. But we do have mouth dimple left, mouth dimple right. You see how subtle it is. But the thing is that all of these muscle movements are being read by your camera as they happen, these micro expressions. And so if you do a combination of these, it will combine them and show them in the puppet. 1 second. Sorry, I like swallowed my spit wrong. So we have mouth smile left. Mouth smile left and mouth dimple left are different, even though they look pretty similar. But if you combine them, you see how you get a blended, like double effect. You combine both. So it really is about making all of these really small little 0 to 1 blend shapes. Now we have mouth right. This just moves the mouth all the way to the right, like a little cute movement. Hey Rivaldo, good to see you. What's new is a new channel for VODs and personal stuff. It's just peachy_lily. Please subscribe. We are working on Sleepykoh's puppet right now. Let me hide the YouTube browser again. So the ones that we need to do today are mouth frown left. Oh, here, I have to show you again. Mouth frown left. This one might be a little more challenging than the others have been. Well, no, the reason it's challenging is because there's another one that's going to be kind of similar to this that we're also going to do. I want to do both of them in the stream so that you can see the subtle differences and how I have to set them up. So we'll start with the frown. Bear with me as I get started on this because I haven't. I'm gonna make sure that it's actually in the correct position. Is it? There. Just making sure that the reference didn't disappear for you guys. Oop. We're clicking on different windows. Whenever I leave the reference video, it stops showing, so we'll get rid of it then. Fine. Be like that. But I still need to look at it. Okay. Frown. I hope everybody had a really good week. Mine was actually pretty decent. And I got to have my favorite Chinese food today. We have a Blade Runner themed Chinese food place in town. It's my favorite. We actually got to have some for once, so that was really nice. I'm just rearranging my screen here real quick, sorry. So mouth frown left. Need to find the mouth section. So I'm going to be mostly working on that today. Shoulders. You guys see how many layers there are? Oh, and please let me know if you can't hear the music. Rivalda says, okay, subscribe. Thank you. Can't stay long because I lunch and do my own writing, but always a pleasure to see you, Lily. Had Chinese for breakfast myself. Just make yourself a sandwich before you write. Have a blessed day. You have a blessed day too. Whiskers down here. Nose is here. Here's the mouth area. So we've got... It's not as many as you would think. We've kept her a little more simple. Rafa says, I got to see the Perseids while snacking. That's the whole week made. Yeah, you shared some of your stellar adventures this week. So the first thing I'm gonna... reset. This isn't gonna be as action-packed as some of the other stuff, but I don't want to move it too much. I guess there should be like a gradual drop. I want to suppress this curve a little bit so it feels more frowny. Now I have to make this match this so that it keeps covering everything up. That's that. I don't even think I really need to move the bottom lip because I think the bottom lip moves more whenever it's a shrug situation. Sleepykoh says, the past few weeks have been super busy for me, but my boss is going out of town, so I'm hoping I get less work now. Well, I hope so too. I'm crossing my fingers and toes for you. Okay, so let's check it. Yep, that's it. Alright, mouth round left is done. Next one. Just have to do it again. This is rather more challenging than I expected it to be, but yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. That's not gonna work. Got two. You know what it is? Oh, it's because the mesh isn't done super well. Ah, you do need to do a better job than I did. Lesson learned. Okay, as long as we keep the lines sort of. Because remember, this is going to be very far away. So yeah, make sure you do a little more like this, or try to have a layer of, like a row of see how this forms like a chain where there's, you know, two sides? You want to have that on both sides and then like a channel down the middle for stuff so that your outer borders don't get messed up if you have lines on them. I will talk about that if I ever do a tutorial or something. Just one of those little things that you pick up as you go and nobody really tells you because there's so many millions of things you already have to study and memorize. Yeah, that's a frown. That's a frown too. Together they both make a frown, although that's not, they're not matched, so let me fix it. I see when she frowns, it'll pick it up from both sides, but it's literally reading both sides of the mouth, so you can frown with just one side if you want to. That's the neat part about setting it up like this. Okay. That's 2 down. Brownie face. It's gonna make it very easy to do your thumbnails later on whenever you're ready to just line up thumbnails with your face. I've been doing it already with mine, and it just makes things a lot easier. You don't have to imagine an emotion, you just make the face. Rava says, the kind of skill that comes with practice, some study, and nothing else. So far, it's just been the repetition and the practice and the progress and the going back. I feel like I had a lot more challenge learning how to do 3D modeling and use Blender. It is a way bigger challenge, hands down. I really didn't have anywhere, like I didn't get tripped up as much. I didn't have these like project ending snags the way I did with Blender. Okay, so mouth stretch left is like what we just did, but it's a little different. It's just the whole thing. I don't think it's really gonna be that much different than what we just did, so I'm just kind of do the same thing over, because theoretically puppet strings should detect these things differently anyway. So if they are similar things and on a cartoon they boil down to looking similar, just do it again. Which honestly, you know what? If I'm gonna just do it again, we're gonna just duplicate them. There you go. Work smarter, not harder. Oh, it wasn't... Oh, stretch, not shrug. My bad. Duplicate. Well, that was easy. There you go. 2 more done. Might work for a cartoony character. Yeah. I'm sure somebody can pull it off. Turn the whole face 180 degrees. I wouldn't be as good as at making a frown as Nikki from Obsession, right? That's why I had to try it with my puppet, because she can do it better than I can. Okay, we're doing mouth shrug, upper and lower now. Okay, I know how to do this. It's not gonna, it's another situation where, here, I'll show you. It's another situation where it's just a very obvious thing in real life, in humans, but in a cartoon, I'm just gonna have to bend the bottom lip up or bend it down. So lower will be this one, so the bottom lip's gonna go, the whole lip line is gonna bend, it's gonna arc up, and then for upper, the whole thing will arc down. Just to keep the audience on edge. I do that anyway. Vaporwave got real cheerful. Alright, lower. subtle. What is going on with this line work? Oh, there's a whole second. It doesn't matter if the upper lip line is where it's supposed to be. Right. I was really cutting it close with this. And absolutely make it work. You just have to be very meticulous. I'm really glad I have the Blender background also, because I don't think it would... I think it would be harder if I didn't. You gotta just say some really out-of-pocket stuff randomly just to keep the audience on edge. Girl, I have ADHD. I do that anyway. That's just my... That's... Why do you think I sweat whenever I'm about to hit stream? What full shit am I gonna say today? Okay, so we... Right, we just bend this up. Why is it? Oh. Boy, I'm taking a lot on faith with that, but... Sorry, I'm making a really dumb, confused face that would pick up better if my puppet was finished. Me too. Give us some examples. Don't get her canceled now. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, I think it'll translate well. A stroke victim preset where half of the face just starts drooping. Should that be my tracking lost face? I think that'll get me canceled pretty fast. Then if I do that, how are you gonna know when I actually do have a stroke? God, please. Why do I say stuff like that? That's the kind of stuff I say that makes me feel like I'm gonna jinx myself. No jinxing between 4 to 6 o'clock p.m. Okay, same thing, but the other direction now. Got the cancelable ADHD stuff, uh-huh. My whole life. You know what? It's not subtle enough. Here we go. I really believe in this, and I'm gonna do it. Yes. No, wait, that's not the right side. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, if you combine both of these, see, her mouth just gets really taut, which is exactly what we're trying to do. Yes. There we go. That is all of those done. Let me check my list now. Check, 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 check. Mouth press left, mouth press right. Did I not do that already? Oh. That's kind of a weird one, but here, I'll show you guys. I need to just push in like the left fourth of the mouth just a little bit. Maker, I can't read that. Okay, yes I can. Stroke victims can't cancel you. They don't have the hand-eye coordination, you know, on account of the stroke. All right, get out. I'll see myself out. Life is absurd. Life is absurdity, and you have to laugh or you'll cry. I adore you guys. All right, I think I can handle this mouth press situation without making her look like she has succumbed to one of the 3 ways that life gets you. Mouth press right, mouth press left. Let me see if I've set them up already. If I can find the program in the sea of programs that I'm running right now. It's one of the biggest challenges that I have in being a VTuber is the number of programs running on my taskbar while I'm also trying to do art. That's why I'm so slow. Alright, mouth left, mouth right. I'm gonna put all of these up in the mouth category since we finished. So excuse me while I organize real fast. It's another thing you're gonna love dealing with is all of the organizing of all of the tiny little parameters, because there's a lot. Rafa says, I've seen people with less mobility than me play competitive shooters and drones exist, I'd be careful. Seriously, yeah. Literally anybody who's ever been known for playing video games with a disability could kick my ass at whatever game of choice they play, for sure. Okay, so we're setting up mouth press left, mouth press right. If you ever decide to do a YouTube rig of your own, just understand that it is a journey of 1,000 steps, and they're all very small, but there's a lot of them. And you may have to do a lot of micromanaging and organizing and sorting and sifting through things, but it's worth it. Alright, mouse press left. It's like the opposite of dimple, basically.